Hey everybody, it's Dina Rico with the Creativity Cave, and I have a super duper cute project to show you today. It is this absolutely awesome I absolutely love you card, and I used a new stamp set that's only been out for a short time called Snuggles and Smooches. It is an adorable photopolymer set not found in any of our catalogs. It's just kind of a separate little release. So I want to show you how I made this neat little halo effect. I don't know if you can see that. We'll zoom in just a hair for you. And what this is called the Donna. So let me start with a piece of Whisper White cardstock, and I'm going to use my Bermuda Bay ink pad and the largest squiggle. I'll ink it up nicely, and I'm going to take and just stamp once, then lift it up and stamp a bunch of times. That, my friends, is the Donna. It is named after a friend of mine who works at the Stampin' Up! Home office, Donna Griffith. She taught me this years and years ago at a Stampin' Up! Event, and I love, love, love it. And it's something I kind of forget to use every once in a while. I'm going to next use the smaller squiggle with Tangerine Tango. Same thing, stamp it down, and then just lift and kind of like jackhammer stamping, I guess. I need to clean this quick, so I'm going to pull in my stamp cleaner. Oh my gosh, do you guys have one of these? Because this is the best. Clean, and then I have a little wet area, and then I dry it over here, and my stamp is clean. Now, I wonder if you've noticed that photopolymer stamps can get kind of stained, and they don't look super pretty after you've used them, especially with a really strong ink color like red or Blackberry Bliss. They kind of leave that stained color. That does not affect how well the stamp is working, and frankly I think it's kind of a good thing, because then you know you've used that stamp, and then if your husband asks what's up with all these stamps you haven't used, you can say, look, I've totally used this one. Okay, I digress. Now I'm going to take one of the words from here, and I'm using the Memento ink, Tuxedo Black, and I'm going to stamp love on there to start with. So we've got that. I think it looks cute, but I'm going to add a little something to that. And we have this alphabet rotary stamp in the big catalog. It is super awesome, and I'm going to ink it up so you can see it a little better. So as you can see, I wrote, or kind of dialed in, there's little dials on the stamp, and so I turned the stamp. As you can see, it moves pretty easy. I did I, and then this is a space, and then absolutely, and then the last spot is open, so I put a space there. So I absolutely, I'm going to stamp that down, and I put it down, and then I kind of rock it back and forth just a little, not a ton. And then look, I absolutely love. Then I need you. Now, because it would take a little while to dial that in, my absolutely, to clear all these out and then add you, I'm going to put you in an alphabet. Okay, this is from the Back to Basics photopolymer alphabet, and I just spelled out you. And what is great about that is, in my particular case, I wanted to do this with my downline at our meeting coming up, and so I figured it would be easier if these were separate pieces, because a bunch of people were going to be making them, and hopefully that's going to work out pretty well. They're coming over Thursday night, so we'll see. Okay, next I'm going to adhere this to my card, and I'm going to use Fast Fuse. This is a little dispenser roll and with double-sided sticky. It works great because it's super sticky. I was never a huge fan of snail because where I live it's super humid and my cards would fall apart, and that was kind of annoying. Then I'm going to put a little bit more in the corners here. And by the way, a little tip for this, if you have this, if you kind of do the check mark to release it from the tab, you won't get that big goober of adhesive on there that sometimes happens. I'm going to set this aside for just a second. Then my card is cute, plain, but I thought I might jazz it up a little. So I'm going to come back with my big squiggle here, and I'm just going to go around the card, stamping that big squiggle, just hanging off the edge there. And then I have kind of a fun little background that just totally goes. Again, something I love about our stamps is they are so great to coordinate. Now, this is adorable, clearly, obviously, but it does need a little something else. And that something is going to be some bling. And it's like Stampin' Up heard my pleas for some fun new embellishments. And these are the Bermuda Bay sequin trim. It's found in the Occasions catalog. So I'm just gonna, you can see I just pulled those off of the trim. And then I'm gonna stick them down with glue dots onto my card. And these glue dots are like little lifesavers, in my personal opinion. You can adhere most embellishments that are odd, you know, like ribbon or buttons or, you know, whatever. And they stick nicely. Okay, so I'm going to just set that there. And I'm going to add a couple more. And a friend of mine once told me that if you stamp things in threes and in a triangle shape, so you can see I did a triangle with the 3 stamped images and a triangle with my 3 embellishments, they kind of look better. It's a little more natural, like the real world, so to speak. So at any rate, here's my card. I hope you like it. Thank you so much for stopping by and checking this out. Please go to my website, drico.typepad.com, and I would so appreciate your orders and welcome your comments. If you like this project, it'll be there with a still picture and the video, and enjoy. Thanks again and have a great day. Bye!